He didn't do anything.
We got Curtis M. Would Jake and Brian date a female prison guard if you were locked up for life?
Yes.
Duh.
She's gonna sneak
Yes.
you all the
Only
snacks.
benefits.
Any of them. Any of them.
Yeah, but you could be married and just do conjugal visits
No,
with your
dude.
wife.
She's gonna be there more.
Oh, true.
She's there daily.
And she could get you
can't
like
do anything.
freebies, or she can get you.
You need a woman's
Right.
touch
You
in
need
prison.
something from the outside. She knows.
Yeah, but have you seen female prison?
Yeah. Well, it's that, or you're getting the new inmates and you're like making one of
Yeah, I
them.
guess you're right. Beggars can't be choosers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
My
Yeah.
aunt's a prison guard. She's fine.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
I think she's fine.
Oh, she'd have a good
Yeah,
time.
she's squad game.
You know, there's a lot of female prison guards who get fired for like going down that
Oh, they
path.
definitely. Well, because
Like
they're
hooking
like.
up with
Yeah. A lot of them actually
It's
like have a bit of
power
a fantasy,
dynamic,
you know.
I feel like.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's also, you know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? Is that a lot of men who are in prison, despite being criminals, are hyper masculine, like
Yes.
very masculine.
They
So
have
these
to.
like, yeah, so these like female prison guards are like, socioeconomically, you're not like in the best position if you're like a prison
Yeah,
guard.
yeah.
So they're like, oh man, these guys are fucking hot.
Because they're pretty masculine themselves, and then the guys are just like at the next level, you know.
Yeah.
They need that next
Or
level.
they're just about like, you know.
But you know, there's a
about
lot of
the
girls like
same,
I knew a
what?
girl once who used to pen pal
You
with
work
like
with
guys, and she's Australian. She was
Yes, I
pen
know.
paling with
Yeah.
guys who are in like a prison like San Quentin,
Yeah.
doing life, just
Yep.
a normal girl. And I'm just like, God, that's so funny. It's such a deep sexual fantasy that girls have there.
Has any girl here ever sent a letter to an inmate in prison?
Oh my God, she has.
Oh, whoops.
Guilty as charged.
We need details.
I can't give details. I can't give details.
Come on,
Sorry.
who? Come on.
Let's
Wait,
pretend.
Listen,
Let's pretend it was your friend. Let's pretend it was someone else. Tell us what she did.
Your friend.
Hold on.
Your friend sent letters.
We're doing mental jujitsu. Tell us what your friend did.
I can't. I
No?
really can't. Sorry, I should have never.
Have you girls?
this-
All right, on this topic, have you girls ever seen the movie 365 Days?
Yes.
It's about like a mafia, like mobster, who imprisons this girl, kidnaps her, and locks her up for a whole year, and then eventually they and like the tensions just build up this whole time.
Is that not
And
like
for
a
s-
You know
Stockholm
where he's at all the time.
and for some reason, these like women absolutely love this movie. It's like a 50 Shades of Grey type thing.
That sounds a
Do you,
little...
have you girls seen this? And if so, did it get you going a little bit?
It did not.
It definitely did you, because you're always horny. You were horny before the movie.
It's true, it did, but also the guy that played the character, he's very, very
Handsome.
attractive. Yeah, he's very handsome. The accent.
Big Italian, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely a discrepancy between and I mean, maybe this is also due to the fact that there are more men who are institutionalized than women, but there are more women who are contacting men in prison seeking romance than the reverse. There's not like dudes who are just like, oh my God,
No, dude.
get me a fucking... No, they're...
Did you see the Richard
Mugshot
Ramirez
Shotty?
trial? The
You know
Richard,
Mugshot
the night,
Shotty?
the night
Who
crawl,
the
A little
fuck is
bit.
that? What?
the night. What's he called? The night.
NFL.
No, Richard Ramirez. He's like the
Yeah.
a serial.
Yeah,
And he's like,
the football
he used,
player.
No, that's a different guy.
No,
So
he's
this,
the dude with the-
let me just explain this. So Richard Ramirez was like a serial killer who used to literally,
The Night Stalker.
yes, that's the one. He used to sneak into people's houses and kill them. Like he's brutal, and he looks like the devil. He's the scariest guy I've ever seen in my life.
But he's...
At his trial, there were women in their hundreds.
Bro, you look a
Yeah,
little turned
yeah.
on right now. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
No,
he-
I just I also went through this. Like there was women that were in love. They were there at the stands watching him do his trial, and they were like obsessed with him because
He was a sex symbol.
attractive.
Even
Go
Charles
back to these
Manson,
pictures.
like,
Come
come
on,
on.
this man
All
is
of them.
ugly as
Oh,
hell.
He's the
He is
creepiest looking
so
guy I've ever
ugly.
seen.
It's
Richard
scary.
Ramirez.
He
looks
Richard
evil.
Ramirez.
His, yeah, his
It's not
eyes.
cute.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
But the thing is, back then, if you look at the women, they were into gory stuff. They were into like kidnapping.
Do you think it's changed though?
Dude,
I think it's something that's
I
like
don't
inherent.
like to king shame, but the thing is, this man, he actually, took
Like-
people's lives. It's a difference between role playing that stuff
Yeah.
and then actually doing that.
There's a book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this book.
No.
So it's a book done by a bunch of Google engineers. And basically what they did was they took billions of different Google searches and then they rank ordered them in different categories. And one of the categories that they did was female searches. And when they looked at the most search terms for female fantasies, can I just really quickly go around the table? Just really quickly give me one word or one sentence what you think women would be searching.
Like what that would
Oh,
be.
women?
Yes. What do you think women are searching on when they look at
Lesbian.
lesbian?
Yeah, are we like BDSM
Yeah.
type vibes? Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely lesbian, BDSM,
Mhm.
but I think like
Big.
Yep, lesbian
I'm
BDSM.
gonna say like are
Okay, let's not talk about this.
Can I tell you the 5 because
Huh?
they're pretty PG.
If you're gonna say the R word,
Anything
No, no, no.
about
let's
that
say
R word
CNC.
is not
Not
Call
at
it
all,
CNC.
not at all. So the 5 were I might get some of these wrong, but vampire, surgeon,
Oh, okay.
pirate,
I've heard this.
billionaire, and something else.
Surgeon,
Surgeon.
Oh, did you
was
say
in there.
surgeon?
I might have said surgeon. Yeah.
Interesting.
werewolf, vampire,
Werewolf. That was the other one.
surgeon.
Yes.
Billionaire?
Exactly.
Twilight? Come on now.
I mean,
So-
yeah, vampire.
Okay, vampire. I
Wait,
get
hold
it.
on. Okay, we're not gonna let you off the hook that easily.
Oh, wait.
You sent.
Did you know this person personally?
Stop! I knew you were gonna go back. Oh no.
Come on.
Obviously.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I knew the
Ta-
person.
here,
personally.
let me
Didn't-
ask some questions. Okay. What was his prison like? What was the length of his prison sentence? Do you know?
I
5
don't-
years, 10 years,
I
20
don't
years,
think I-
life?
I don't think I know that. I was young. It was a while ago.
Were
so I was,
you
like, 19.
dating him prior to him being locked up?
Yes.
Okay, so you were romantically involved prior. Okay, I mean that's not quite as objectionable, I
How long were you
suppose.
involved before he went away?
Were you involved in the?
No murder.
Oh, okay.
That's
were you,
pretty based. That's like green flag if you helped him hide the body.
Yeah, that's kind of
Is it if-
based.
am I
That's kind
dying?
of like ride or die.
Yeah.
Down for it. For life.
Oh, so okay. You sent him letters. You were already romantically involved with him. This wasn't some guy who you saw on
Yeah,
the
but
news.
letters. But the thing is, it was a lot of red flags. It was already like I was already thinking about not talking to him
Drugs?
already before he had gotten in trouble. Got in trouble. Talked to him for a little bit, and then was like, "This is boring. I need this in-person stuff. Can't do this long distance locked up. Can't do it. We'll see you later."
It's a lot. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Wow.
But I mean, it was, the role play was nice for a bit, and now we're on to the next.
Well, and you said you were really young at the time too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So, super
Okay.
young,
Anybody?
not worth
Anybody
it.
else here sent a letter to an inmate? Anybody?
I haven't sent a
No
letter,
letters.
but
No
the longest
got a
relationship I was
conjugal?
in. Well, a week and a half into our relationship, he went to jail for 18 days.
I wouldn't have picked it from
Yes.
you.
Wait, huh?
I know, right?
I would not have picked it
Wait,
from you.
what? Okay.
And
wait.
I stayed with him months after that one.
Oh,
but-
wait. So okay, you had just started seeing this guy.
So yeah, so we'd been friends for quite a few months leading up to it, and then we became like official boyfriend girlfriend. A week and a half later, he got a DUI. Upon being arrested for a DUI, which I definitely don't condone drinking and driving. I wasn't there when it happened.
Okay.
I just want to say that. But he, a few years back, like had a medical emergency where he cracked his head open. Basically had a warrant out for his arrest for assault because, and this was in Texas, so he got a DUI. So he got a DUI. I hope he's like not gonna get mad at me for talking about this right now, but he probably won't. But basically, he slapped a male technician at the hospital. He had done shrooms. Okay, it's like all these
Is
details out of
Wayne
that.
Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
I don't.
And then when he got a DUI and they did like a deeper search, it showed they had an assault. So they had to wait for Texas to come get him and extradite him out to Texas. This was like after I was like,
It's always
Oh,
the
yeah.
ones you don't expect that
this
like
was,
the bad
well,
boys.
I was like sworn off. I was literally like, I just want to work on myself and I don't want to date anybody. And then like the first guy I like opened my heart to, he like
Next minute.
gets arrested. I'm like, oh,
Good
all
shit.
right.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, what were we talking about before I got onto this
Dated
point?
anyone? Have we sent letters to any inmates?
We were talking about
before?
prison.
Yeah.
Oh, the question was, would we date a female prison?
Yes.
guard?
God,
And then,
we
we
went.
We strayed
That's
far.
that's a topic that we could go far down.
Yeah.
But